Hi children, good morning. Hope you all are fine. And I'm today happy to tell you all that many of the students have responded and are posting the works, ma. So yeah, I want us to go on the same way. Okay, ma. This is what I want for my children. Okay. See here, today we will just resume our class, ma. Take it as social studies day 9th class and day 12, ma. Today is. So in the previous class we saw about the lesson, na. What we saw the natural chapter 2, natural rhythms of the earth. Natural rhythm of the earth. We have discussed about the four what na the fourth rhythms. What are they? Lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. And again, I told you what are the landforms and what does each one deal with. What does lithosphere deal with? What does hydrosphere deal with? Atmosphere and biosphere. I told you clearly. Then I told you about the jigsaw puzzle and the moving plates. The sea flow is spreading. Yeah, and I told you all the plates, how they're moving. Okay. And again, I explained to you what are volcanoes, how are they formed, and what does the volcanoes deposit. So I explained to you previously. Then I told you about the Pacific ring also, Pacific ring of the thing. So today, and we are completed. Today we will start page number 20, ma. Page number 20 as day 12. Day 12. So the students, take out your page number 20, ma. So textbook, page 20. And take a pencil also in hand, ma. So we can just start the class without any delay. I hope you all enjoying the classes, ma, and understanding the classes. So here we start. How air and water transformation transform the surface of the earth. So how is air and water, okay, working in the to transform the surface of the earth. So we'll start now. Underline, my students. Rocks were formed out of molten materials. What, ma? Rocks were formed out of molten materials coming from the mantle of the earth, second layer of the earth, man. Okay, crust, mantle and core. Crust, the layer which live on, mantle, second layer, core. Coming to core, the inner core and the outer core. So here what is it, no? Underline, ma. Rocks are formed out of molten materials coming from the mantle of the earth. These rocks over millions of years have been shaped into valleys and plains. So these rocks have been shaped from many millions of years. How they were shaped? They were shaped into valleys and plains. Valleys and plains of loose soil. So loose soil, river valleys cut into mountains and plateaus. River valleys cutting into mountains and plateaus. For example, we say now how did this happen? Actually, what are the main cause? And how did it happen? So actually the hard primary rocks are broken into small pieces. Actually, in fact, the hard rocks are broken into small pieces. These smaller pieces are cut off from the parent rock. The main rock. The big rock, is what cut now, made into smaller pieces. And the main rock, that's why we call it as a parent rock, and carried down, lowered down to other places and deposit there. They carried down to other places and deposit there. Actually, how they are carried by? What are the main cause? We will see today. This process is formally defined as follows. So this process of the small rocks being carried away. Actually, what are the causes? What are the causes? We will see. The causes are four types. One is weathering, erosion, transportation and deposition. What, ma? Weathering, erosion, transportation and deposition. These are the main causes. What, no? For the small piece of rocks to be carried away. Weathering. What is weathering? The gradual disintegration of rocks by atmosphere forces or weather forces. So this is called as weathering. This depends upon the weather. Depends upon the atmospheric forces or weather. So it depends upon the atmospheric forces or weather. The rocks, when exposed to heat, expand and contract when cooled down. So the rocks which are exposed to heat, they cool. They expand. They expand. They become large side. And when they cool down, this happens every day during day and night, and true year after year in summer and winter season. This happens mostly day and night, year after year. Okay, when in which seasons? Only in summer and winter. This happens only when in the summer and winter seasons. As surface rock contracts and expands, the contracts again is gradually becomes brittle. Means what no breakable be easy. That's be brittle means easily breakable, and begins to break down. So it has to be soft and begins to break down. Water and moisture in further weakens the rock. So even the second topic is no water and moisture. Water and moisture. What no further on. So because of these two causes, the rock easily breaks. The rock easily breaks. This process by which the rocks are weakened. See here, underline ma. This process by which the rocks are weakened and broken are called weathering. The process of the rocks weakening and breaking into smaller pieces is called as weathering. Look at the large cracked rock and you will find out the color of the internal core of the rock is different from the outer layer. The color of the outer layer changes due to the process of weathering. So the color of the outer layer means the rock outside. It changes because the process is called as weathering. You will find it easier to chip small pieces of rocks from the outer layer rather than from the core itself. Because why the outer layer is soft. Why the outer layer is soft? The outer layer is soft because of the weathering. Because the change is called as weathering. Whereas the inner layer of the rock is very difficult to break. Why? Because it is called as the core. Second topic is coming to erosion. What is erosion? We'll see today. Flowing water and wind have great power and can slowly wear away or cut away the rocks. So, underline ma. Flowing water and wind have great power, they have strong power, which can slowly wear, means break up the rock or cut away the rocks and soil, cover the higher places. So, this is very, very important. Which one? Erosion. Water acts in many ways. Underline as rain, river, flowing groundwater, sea waves, glaciers, etc. So the water acts in many ways. What are the main ways? The main ways are having say rain, rivers, flowing groundwater, sea waves, glaciers. Glaciers means the huge piece of ices. Water acts in many ways. Wind too takes many forms like storms, gusts, steady winds, etc. So even wind also plays an equal role. Like what now? In storms, gusts, steady winds, etc. The active wearing away of the earth's surface by these moving agents is called as erosion. So underline important here. The active wearing away of the earth's surface by these moving agents is called erosion. What are the two agents we say? One is what you say? The wind. One is the wind and the other is the water. So wind and water also act as agents. So transportation. Come to transportation. The eroded material in the form of small rocks. The broken metal in the form of small rocks. You can say pebbles like gravel, mud, fine soil, etc. carried by winds and water is called transportation. Okay, small rocks, pebbles, gravel, mud, fine soil, etc. carried away by water is called as transportation. This is called transportation. From here, okay, underline. Rivers and winds are even waves cut soil and rocks from place to place and take them to distant places. So even the rivers and the waves, the waves are flowing. As the waves flow, these are carried away. These are carried away as deposits. Sometimes hundreds of kilometers they are carried. Sometimes not only 1 or 2 kilometers they are carried. Sometimes it's about 100 kilometers, hundreds of kilometers. Okay, hundreds of kilometers. Deposition. When the river and winds slow down, they do not have the force to carry. So when the water is flowing, the water carries this materials and goes on. But when the water slows down, they do not have the force to carry. So what happens? They leave it there. When they leave it there, it's called as deposition. Most they are not depositing there at present on that place. These dump materials help in the form of plains and river basins. Much of it is actually transported by rivers to sea, where layer after layer deposits. So actually mainly what happened, as the layers come, they deposit there. Second layer again comes, again deposit there. So what happened? One layer, second layer, third layer comes, again deposit there, 3 layers. So layers comes together, and these are formed as sedimentary rocks, sediments. All 4 aspects of this process is taking place simultaneously in different parts of the world at different rates. So What are the four parts, ma? Weathering, erosion, transportation, and deposit. These are four are very, very important. The what, na? For the transportation of the okay transportation. The main forms for the transportation taking place is air and water. Main focus is air and water do this process, ma. Depending on the nature of slope, the structure of rocks, the local climate, and transporting by humans. So, your students, I think you are enjoyed. So, what are the main causes for the transformation of the surface of the earth? Weathering, erosion, transportation, and deposit. So, this is what today we are learning, students. And today I will give you all some work more. Draw the map of world plates by observing map 2, ma. 11th question, ma. 11th question, one time. You will have to draw the map of the world plates by observing map 2. Map 2, you see it and draw it, ma. So this is your work today. Page number 26, 11th question. 11th question. I hope you will do the work, ma. Post your works to me without fail. Okay. And let's continue the same way. What are you doing? I am also happy regarding this. There is a lot of improvement in my children nowadays. Okay, ma. Do your works without fail. The date and the name of the lesson must be mentioned very clearly. Okay. Post your homeworks without delay. With need handwriting. Bye, students. Take care.